When you're facing mesothelioma, you want to do everything possible to fight the disease and maintain your strength. Nutrition is one area where you have real control, but there's enormous confusion about what to eat. Should you follow a ketogenic diet, avoid sugar, go vegan, drink green juice? Today, I want to cut through the hype and give you evidence-based guidance about nutrition for mesothelioma patients, what actually matters, what's myth, and how to eat in ways that support your treatment and maintain your quality of life. I'm Terri Oppenheimer. I've been writing about mesothelioma and asbestos for the website mesothelioma.net for over a decade. I'm not a physician or a nutritionist, and this is not medical advice. But understanding nutrition helps you make informed choices about one aspect of your care that you can directly control. So let's start with the most important principle, and that is there is no diet that cures cancer or prevents progression. Anyone who claims a specific diet can cure mesothelioma is either misinformed or trying to sell you something. Nutrition is important for maintaining strength, supporting your body through treatment, managing side effects, and maintaining quality of life. But it's not a cancer treatment. That being said, good nutrition matters enormously during cancer treatment. Your body needs adequate calories and protein to heal from surgery, recover from chemotherapy side effects, maintain muscle mass and strength, support immune function, and maintain energy for daily activities. The foundation of good nutrition for mesothelioma patients is adequate protein. Cancer and cancer treatment increase protein needs. You need protein to maintain muscle mass, heal tissues, support your immune function, and prevent wasting. Aim for protein with every meal and snack. Eggs, meat, poultry, fish, dairy products like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, beans and lentils, nuts and nut butters, and protein supplements if needed. A rough guideline is about 1/2 to 3/4 of a gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. For a 150-pound person, that's 75 to 110 grams of protein spread throughout the day. Now, before I go on, I want to take a break and ask you a quick favor. If you find these videos helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. It makes it easier for other people who need this information to find us. Also, if you have questions or there's a topic you'd like to see addressed in a future video, send me a note in the comment section. And make sure you watch until the end, because I'm going to give you valuable information on where to find resources that will make a real difference for you. Having adequate calories taken in prevent weight loss and wasting. Cancer and cancer treatment can increase calorie needs while simultaneously reducing your appetite, and that's a perfect storm for unintentional weight loss. Weight loss during cancer treatment is associated with worse outcomes, reduced treatment tolerance, more complications, and potentially shorter survival. If you're losing weight unintentionally, you need more calories. This might mean eating calorie-dense foods like nuts, nut butters, avocados, olive oil, full-fat dairy, and nutritional supplement drinks. Don't worry about eating healthy. If you're losing weight, worry about getting enough calories from any food you can tolerate. Fruits and vegetables definitely provide vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber, so aim for a variety of colorful produce, but don't obsess over exotic superfoods or expensive organic options. Regular fruits and vegetables from the grocery store are fine. Frozen produce is nutritionally equivalent to fresh, and it's often more convenient. Whole grains provide energy, B vitamins, and fiber. So choose whole grain bread, brown rice, oatmeal, and whole grain pasta when you can. But if you're having digestive issues and white bread or rice sit better, that's fine too. The goal is to eat, not to be perfect. Healthy fats from olive oil, nuts, avocados, and fatty fish provide calories and anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. Don't fear fat. It's calorie dense, and some fats have health benefits. Hydration is critical. Treatment side effects like diarrhea, vomiting, or fever can cause dehydration, so aim for 8 to 10 glasses of fluid daily, whether it's water, broth, juice, or any non-caffeinated beverage. Now, let's address some of the diets that are heavily marketed to cancer patients. The ketogenic or keto diet, which is very low in carbohydrates and high in fat, is promoted with claims that it starves cancer cells of glucose. The theory is that cancer cells use glucose for energy, and so eliminating carbs will slow cancer's growth. When it comes to reality, though cancer cells do use glucose, they also use other fuel sources. Evidence that ketogenic diets slow cancer growth is extremely limited, while in the meantime, the diets are restrictive and difficult to maintain during cancer treatment, especially when your appetite is already compromised. For most mesothelioma patients, keto diets are not recommended. And let's talk about sugar and cancer. Again, you've probably heard the phrase that sugar feeds cancer. This is based on the fact that cancer cells use glucose, but it's oversimplified and misleading. All of your cells, including healthy cells, use glucose for energy. Your brain requires glucose. Eliminating sugar entirely is not going to starve cancer and leave your healthy cells fine. That said, there's no benefit to consuming excessive added sugar. Moderate your intake of candy, soda, and sweets, but you don't need to eliminate all carbohydrates or even natural sugars from fruit. Alkaline diets claim that making your body more alkaline prevents cancer growth. This is not supported by science. Your body tightly regulates your blood pH regardless of what you eat. You can't significantly change your blood pH through diet, and cancer grows in normal physiological pH. Juicing and juice cleanses are often promoted for detoxification and nutrition, but the reality is that your liver and kidneys detoxify your body just fine without special juices. Juice cleanses eliminate protein and many nutrients while providing mostly sugar. If you enjoy fresh juice as part of a balanced diet, that's fine. Enjoy. But juice cleanses or juice-only diets aren't beneficial and can be harmful during cancer treatment. Extreme vegan or raw food diets might make it difficult to get adequate protein and calories during treatment when your appetite's already poor. If you're vegan for ethical reasons, that's your choice. But work with a nutritionist to ensure that you're getting adequate protein and nutrients. This is not the time to experiment with restrictive diets. What about supplements? We covered this in another video, but briefly, most cancer patients don't need supplements beyond what their oncologist specifically recommends. These could be vitamin D, B12, and folate if you're taking certain chemotherapy drugs, or calcium. High-dose supplements can interfere with treatment, and a standard multivitamin at recommended doses is probably harmless, but not necessary if you're eating reasonably well. Practical nutrition strategies during treatment when appetite is poor include eating small, frequent meals rather than 3 large meals, keeping easy snacks handy. Nuts, cheese, crackers, yogurt, they're all great. And so are smoothies and protein shakes when chewing feels like too much effort. You should eat your largest meal whenever you have the most appetite. For many mesothelioma patients, that's breakfast. Don't force yourself to eat foods that nauseate you just because they're healthy. If you're feeling nauseous, cold or room temperature foods often sit better than hot foods. Bland foods like crackers, toast, or rice are gentler on the stomach, and ginger tea or ginger candies help some people. It's also helpful to take small sips of fluids throughout the day rather than large amounts at once. If your taste changes from chemotherapy, experiment to find what tastes okay to you. And remember, your preferences can change. Tart or acidic foods like lemon can cut through bad tastes, and plastic utensils, this sounds crazy, but they might help instead of using metal if you're experiencing a metallic taste. Stronger seasonings can also help if your foods start tasting bland. For mouth sores, soft, non-acidic foods are easier. Scrambled eggs, oatmeal, smoothies, mashed potatoes, yogurt. Avoid citrus, tomatoes, and spicy foods that irritate sores. And cold food and ice chips, again, they can help. For diarrhea, the brat diet. Bananas, rice, applesauce, toast, and any other bland, high-fiber foods. Stay away from greasy foods, dairy foods, and stay hydrated. For constipation, increase fiber gradually. Fruits, vegetables, and whole grains will help. Again, drink plenty of fluid, stay as active as possible, and ask your doctor about a stool softener. When should you see a nutritionist? If you're losing weight unintentionally, if you're having trouble eating or drinking enough, if you're dealing with severe side effects that are affecting your nutrition, if you're considering significant dietary changes, or you just want expert guidance on nutrition during your treatment. Many cancer centers have oncology nutritionists who specialize in nutrition for cancer patients. They can provide you with personalized recommendations based on your specific situation, your treatment, and any side effects you're experiencing. What about eating to prevent recurrence after treatment? The evidence on diet preventing cancer recurrence is very limited. Generally, healthy eating principles apply. Get adequate protein and calories to maintain a healthy weight. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, and limit your processed foods and any excessive alcohol. The Mediterranean diet pattern, which emphasizes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, fish, olive oil, and nuts, there's some evidence for general health benefits, and it might be reasonable for cancer survivors to pursue it. But specific evidence for preventing mesothelioma recurrence does not exist. So what's the bottom line on diet for mesothelioma? Prioritize adequate protein and calories to maintain weight and strength. Eat a variety of nutritious foods when possible, but don't stress about perfection. Make practical modifications for side effects rather than following rigid diet rules. Avoid extreme or restrictive diets that promise cancer cure. Work with an oncology nutritionist if you're struggling. Remember that nutrition supports your body through treatment. It's not a cancer treatment in and of itself. To review, no specific diet cures cancer. The best diet for mesothelioma patients prioritizes adequate protein, that's between 1/2 to 3/4 of a gram per pound of body weight each day, and sufficient calories to prevent weight loss. Include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, and avoid restrictive diets like keto, juice cleanses, or extreme vegan diets during treatment. Moderate your sugar intake, but don't eliminate all carbs. Adapt your eating strategies to whatever side effects you're experiencing. That means eating small, frequent meals or cold foods for nausea and using the brat diet for diarrhea. Work with an oncology nutritionist for specific guidance. Visit mesothelioma.net. You'll find more information about nutrition and managing treatment side effects. Or you can call 1-800-692-8608 or use the live chat feature on our website to speak to somebody right away. As for me, remember to post your questions below, and I'll see you next time.